Hello, and welcome to Euphoria, a channel dedicated to uplifting the talent and diversity of the European TTRPG scene. And these three marvelous murder mavens are joining me tonight as we play the second session of our first Brindlewood Bay mystery in France, in a little town called Petit Poisson. Brindlewood Bay was created by Jason Cordova and published thanks to the Gauntlet and Kickstarter. I'm your keeper tonight, Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they, and I am a, light skinned woman with black hair, and I'm wearing my Beetlejuice esque, most esque shirt, black with pinstripes. So, Mavens, if we could go around and introduce who you are outside of the game, your name, pronouns, and a short physical description for anyone listening and watching. And we will start in reverse, well, not reverse order, but we'll start with Eunice and then we'll go reverse in alphabetical.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, being the first is the best thing. I don't have to think about it. My name is Yunus, pronouns they, them. I am an Arab person, brown skin, curvy black hair in the shape of a cloud, crescent moon, golden earring, glasses, beard, and magenta purple uh, cardigan, I think, today. And I'm very happy to be here, passing the torch to Tesh.
Okay, I'm Tesh. Pronouns are she, her. I'm a light skinned European blonde woman with blue eyes, and I'm wearing pink, bright pink, or light pink, I should say, knitted style sweater today to get in the grandma vibes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Flavia. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a white woman with brown hair and bangs. And I'm wearing an orange top. And today I'm showing my tattoos.
Hell yes. Team bangs and tattoos over here. So, well, thank you all again for joining me. And a big thank you at the top to Aida, who is producing the show with our fantastic overlays and captions and making us sound and look good. And to Michelle for bringing all these wonderful players to the table. Again, for those of you who are watching Brindlewood Bay for the first time, this is a show that is mostly, or a game that is mostly a cozy mystery, with a little bit of cosmic horror, and we do have some content warnings at the top. It is a murder mystery game, so we actually already have had a murder, which we will summarize in a moment. But there is grief, um, there is a form or a sorry, excuse me, the way that the person died will be basically up to the players, but it could be in the realm, or the reason of it could be in the realm of revenge, lust, anger, etc. And tonight's game will continue to take place possibly by water and some in small enclosed spaces. Uh, it depends, honestly, where our investigation takes us next. But last time, our mavens discovered the body of Mathieu de la Tour, an owner of an investment company and generative AI company called Novu, while they're at a gorgeous candlelit dinner down in a dark chasm, gouffre in French, um, that was putting on a special dinner every weekend for the month of February. Sort of a romantic dinner. And these were, friends that were having a good time together. And you all have interviewed a certain number of people and investigated uh, a couple locations. I will summarize them very quickly. You have interviewed the lover's boat where you found the body of Mathieu. You did go through the kitchen and bar, and you spoke to four different people. And how about we go around and everyone can describe? Well, actually, yeah, you can describe them. I think maybe. Flavia, do you want to start with? Do you remember one of the suspects that you interviewed already?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
Um,
Sorry. I should-
Thank you for starting with me. Um, I remember we talked with Mathieu's wife,
Yeah.
and I don't remember her name. Is it Amandine?
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
Yes. Nice. Okay. I remember us talking with her, and she seemed troubled,
Mm.
but we couldn't say it was because he was dead or the problem that is him being dead, you know?
Right. Exactly.
We couldn't say if she was sad, because she'll miss him
Mm-hmm.
or because it's a big problem.
Exactly.
Um,
Perfect.
but she seemed a little bit, I don't know, hurried. And we know she didn't want to be there.
Yes.
She also said that that he was getting up a lot and going to another table.
That's right. Yeah, because you were all eating dinner in these tiny little like enclaves in between the stalactite and stalagmite columns. So, all right, Tesh, do you remember one of the suspects from last time?
Yeah, mainly remember Quarantine Wu, I think,
Mm-hmm.
the American, also known. Um, she was our kind of guide in the boat towards the dinner, also, and the waiter there, also for Mathieu. Um, and she could tell us that, well, the whole staff hated him. Basically, they all spit in his drink, but also that he was walking back and forth to his business partner.
Yeah.
I don't recall his name.
No, yeah, his business partner, Tybalt Wellington, who you haven't interviewed yet. So that could be someone that you speak to as well today. All right. And Eunice, do you want to remind us of one of the people that we spoke to as well?
Of course, how to forget Pierre Rust, head cook of his dinner that night. A cook who is hating this moment he's in. He feels like he's wasting his talents and not being given the means to do actual great cooking. He was dreading his working here, and he revealed to us that the place wasn't even like safe on a sanitary level on that day. So that's very interesting.
Right. And that was partially thanks to Zora Vigier, the fourth suspect you all interviewed, who was the organizer of this event, part of Cuckoo Nights. So, and yes, you also, yeah, you spoke to her. So today you have left, again, you don't have to interview everybody, but you have Tybalt Wellington, the business partner. There's Maxim Martinez, who is sitting in the alcove. So you all are on one side of the Mathieu and his wife Amandine in an alcove, and then the one next to them on the other side was Maxim Martinez, who's part of the Gouffre Preservation Society, and Ernest Hardy, who was seated with him, who was a local bed and breakfast owner. So you have those three people you could go interview. There's also a couple other locations you could go to the dining table dais, where Mathieu and his wife were eating. You could go to the headquarters office for Cuckoo Nights, which was in the office building above, like back on the surface of the earth, next to the kitchen. And then there's also Matthew's rented office that's in town. So I'm letting you all know these locations, the three locations and three people, because it is now the next day. You all have gone home for the night, slept, because we can't do everything at night. You're also, your grandmas or of an elderly age. I believe people were in their 60s and 70s, so we're not staying up all night. But did anyone want to do something before we investigate?
I have one quick question,
Oh yes,
because
please.
if I recall correctly, the last session ended on a cliffhanger of some sorts, where
Yeah.
George was digging through the trash, and someone was like, "What are you two doing here?"
Yes. Very good.
And I was with George, and I was trying to put the tablecloth. Was it a tablecloth? Was it? Was something.
The bloody. Okay, yes, you found a bloody
Kitchen
towel.
towel.
Yes.
Yes, I was trying to put it on my purse, and someone was like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, you're right. We will resolve the end of the cliffhanger that I definitely forgot about. So, and then we will move on to the next day. So, I'm sorry for your character currently. I just still got bubble guts, Eunice, but maybe you can resolve that later. Okay. All right. So let's see. We have. Oh, we should also briefly describe your characters one more time. Sorry, just in case someone is. And we will start with you, Tesh, this time.
Okay, I'm playing George. George is a 79-year-old lady who likes knitting most of all, and likes to stay inside, but also the occasional murder mystery book club meeting with her friends. And she wears all kinds of brightly colored knitted cardigans.
Woman after my own heart. All right, and Flavia, tell us about Odette.
What Odette is a tough woman who loves birding, and she has light skin and very gray and white uh, curly hair, but very short as well. And she's always wearing sports clothes because she likes to be comfortable. But this night they went to the dinner. She was wearing leather jacket because now she has a scooter, so she thinks it fits to have a leather jacket.
Absolutely. What's your scooter's name?
Oh, that's a great question. um, the name of the scooter is Raimonda.
Hymund.
Yeah, almost there.
Sorry. Excuse me.
I had to pick a Brazilian name. I'm so sorry.
No. Say it one more time.
Raimonda.
Oh, Haimunda. Okay.
Yes.
Love it. All right. Cool. You have to razz me for my terrible accent, so thank you.
No, that's okay. You were great. The second time.
All right. Well, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt you. No. All right.
God, I hope so.
All right. You hear this booming voice from behind you all. You're trying to stuff this bloody kitchen towel in your purse, and you hear, excuse me, what are you doing here? Hello?
Okay, so I would like to immediately whip out my Maven move, Jane Marple, which means during the day I can go wherever I want as long as I'm not hostile towards anyone.
I will
I'm
allow.
not sure.
I'll allow it. It's technically still night because remember we went
Oh,
back.
it's night. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's okay. You didn't get to use it at all last time, so yeah, you can use it.
Marple at
Yeah.
nighttime. Midnight Marple.
All right, and you can move about freely as long as you're inside. Yes. Okay. Excuse me, ladies. And you turn, and you see a heavy-set man with short, silver hair, clean-shaven, and glasses perched on his nose. Excuse me, I was just wondering if is there? Do you know what time we might be getting out of here? No. Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. I assumed you
We
worked
don't
here
know.
because you were in the kitchen and you appear to be cleaning up.
Yes, of
No.
course we work
Ye-
here. What?
Yes.
Right, George?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're not, if you were, maybe you were guests and you're just looking for. I'm sorry. I'm Tybalt. So I'm sorry if I embarrassed myself just now. I didn't know if we could leave because of certain situations, that are happening. He's
I
looking to
look at
see if
George
you know.
to see if she wants to answer or if I take the lead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Tybalt, right? Have you talked to the police yet?
Yes, I spoke to someone from the Gendarmerie, and they told me to wait around, but I mean, it's kind of cold down here. I don't know if the heaters aren't really doing their job. So, uh, have you talked to the Gendarmerie yet?
Uh,
No, you
No,
haven't. You haven't.
no, we haven't.
no. Yeah,
we
we haven't.
were we went up here to look around ourselves, but we have
Yeah.
no idea.
All right.
But just so you know, we work at the kitchen, yes, but we are also helping the police to do the investigation. So you can leave, but after talking to us. So I have a friend here, uh, our friend George. You already met her, and she has some questions for you. You know the disease, right?
Good to meet you, George, as well. Yes, I knew the deceased. I'm sorry. Yes, he was my business partner. So
Ah,
yes, we owned Novu, and I did a lot of the accounting.
and how was it to work with him?
Well, I'm here on a rather romantic date that I'm sharing with his wife. So that sort of tells you the sort of.
Very very modern situation.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. No, no. I mean, we weren't not that kind of partner. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
just meant that instead of having private time with his wife and business time with me, he tried to combine the two and waste both of our times. So that's sort of the situation that's happened. Won't ever happen again. He starts to look off.
So you would you rather not be here at all tonight?
Of course, no. I would rather be at home, or have brought my own date. Like something like that would have been very nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful country you all have here. Beautiful, beautiful hole in the ground. Goof, goof. No, that's waffle. Goof. Yeah. Um.
Okay, good. Where
Uh.
are you from, Mr. People?
Uh. I'm outside of London, but I grew up traveling the world with army brat, that type of thing, military brat, I guess technically. So, any other questions for me, or
I would like to find a way to figure out his stance on Gen AI,
okay, yeah,
because that's where the company was headed. So if he's, it could
Perfect.
give him a motive if he's very the opposite.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know. I've not yet figured out how to say that, except for just being like, hey, what do you think of generative AI?
Okay. Well, let's have you make a meddling move, and we can just pretend that you asked it, and it was very smooth. It was smooth as hell. Um, and yeah. So if you can roll 2d6
Which
with, I think, reason would do.
okay. So I got a 5 and a 3 plus 1, so 9.
9, perfect. Okay, well, not perfect, but close. um. All right. So I will give you. You will get a clue, but there'll be a slight complication, of course. So he actually lets you know that I'm not actually a huge fan of generative AI. I think it's sort of, what problem is it solving other than making more money for us? Which I like money, but I like producing something. It feels good to make a thing, and he pulls out a piece of paper and he goes, "We're actually having quite a bit of a problem, and it's a printout of an AI prompt asking for art in the style of," and then it has an artist's name, and unfortunately you cannot see what the name is. It's smudged, but it matches the smudge on the lawsuit papers that you found as well.
And I assume we cannot just ask him.
Ooh, okay.
If we're having this conversation and he shows this piece of paper.
So he's like, I'm not. Are you asking him if he's being sued?
No, I think I'll just ask him if I see that piece of paper, like, ooh, I didn't bring my reading glasses. What does it say right here?
Oh, it just you can search for. You can, well, to avoid a lawsuit, we couldn't have fed art images made by a specific artist into the learning system for AI, and if the machine learning or if the program can produce art in the style of a specific artist who we did not purchase their artwork from, it is clear that someone fed it to them to the program. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? It sounds like it. If it produces Picasso art and we didn't feed it, we didn't pay for Picasso art to be in there, it means we fed it illegally, and that is a problem for us. So,
and is that something that has happened?
oh, it's not specifically Picasso. This is a person. Goodness, it's kind of smudged here, but it's blue. Quarantine blue, maybe something like that.
Okay.
So
I'm unfamiliar with Quarantine Blue, but I hope you will figure it out.
Well, hopefully, I mean, I hope we either get out of it or we don't lose all of our money in these lawsuits. So,
Mr. Chibo, if you don't mind me asking, young man, if you don't like this generative AI thing you were explaining, I'm sorry, I just understood half of it. Why are you doing this? Were you in love with your partner? Or
whoa,
maybe your wife?
what a question. Okay, you're gonna have to roll for meddling. If you're like straight up like, who are you snogging? Like,
Which stats
ooh,
can I use?
I would say reason, but if you're trying to maybe presence, actually, because you're trying to like charm him in a way or ask in a way where he doesn't immediately get ticked off.
Yeah, I liked when it was reason, but I understand.
Well, didn't you also use Hyundai to get here, to get to the goof? Didn't you drive your scooter?
Yes, I did, but
Okay.
it isn't here per se.
That's okay.
Is
So
it a problem?
you haven't used that advantage so
Okay.
far. So add
Yeah,
a
I have
third.
the leather jacket. It's
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of the attire.
Add
Yes.
a third die so you can take advantage. You take the two highest numbers that you roll.
Okay. Today I'm rolling teeny tiny dice. That's the ones I have. Okay.
Did the birds
5,
make the dice? They're like
1, and a 6. So a 5 and a 6, right? 11.
11. Did you have any presents to add to that as well?
No.
No? Okay. All right. 11 is very good, though.
Yeah, because the last session we were terrible with the dice.
Yeah. Well, I should have reminded you about your some advantages you could have taken. But okay, so you definitely found a clue. He's like, well, I don't want to. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. And he actually produces a second set of papers. This guy is a book, and it's divorce papers for Mathieu, filed by Amandine. This was a bit of business, actually. Like I said, felt like I was on a date with the wrong person. Really hoping to, have this all settled last night. I mean, I guess it's. And he looks. I guess it's settled now, isn't it?
Looks settled right now,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look good on you, young man.
What?
You need to be in town for the next few days.
I mean, of course, I'm not gonna run away just because there was a death of someone I worked with closely with billions of dollars. I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah. But you can go now.
Thank you. Well, enjoy your night.
Thank you for sharing your secrets.
Sorry, that was me.
Thank you.
He's starting to look a bit pale, like starting, a little wan in the face, but yeah, walks away, sort of shaking his head and is like shoving all the papers he had back in his breast pocket. So
You rarely have a lie down on that. He needs a nap, I think.
If my smartphone, if my smartwatch was still working, I would take some pictures.
We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed for you.
all
Yes,
right.
thank you.
Where's Aida right now?
Rachel was talking to Pierre and has ended
Okay.
their conversation.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're hearing this guy crying in my arms right now.
All right. So I think we'll just transition to the next day, if that's okay, though, so we can move on to those cool day moves. Also, a day move versus a night move is a little bit easier. And so you have interviewed Tybalt now as well. So, but I wanted to ask you, was there, what would you like to do next? You can go and investigate the two places that are back at the Goof, the dining table or the HQ office. There's also Matthew's rented office in town, or there's the other two people that were at a table together, Maxim and Ernest.
We still don't know what's the cause of the death, right?
No.
And that would narrow down a lot of things. That would be great to know. On my end, Aisha definitely needs to take some time off to handle those bubbly, gassy stomachs, right?
The bubble guts. Okay, so you'd like to have a cozy place vignette?
Yeah, at some point, yeah, for sure.
Okay, we could do that first. Would you like anyone else to be there? Would you like it to just be you? There's no advantage either way. Like there's.
I'd be happy for the two of my friends to be there if they want to.
Okay, everybody. All right. All right. So, describe your cozy place that we're in, please.
Of course. So, Aisha. Well, I'm gonna first describe Aisha because I didn't get to do it before
Please.
for this session. Aisha is a let's say silver beauty Arab woman, dark curly hair with a few strands starting to turn gray. She wears still like a remnant of her kind of like girl boss era lady suits, even inside her own home, and her cozy place is this kind of like open kitchen, but directly gives to this Moroccan's living room with the classic traditional sofas that you sit in, lots of like embroidery. I don't have a word in English, but like woven things, beautiful
Embroidery?
patterns. Embroidery, yes,
Mhm.
thanks so much. Embroidery, some calligraphy being hung on the walls, and yeah, I believe that right now she decided to keep it low key. She didn't decide to cook like a full meal because she's feeling not so great. So she invited her good friends to grab a cup of Moroccan tea. So mint tea with lots of sugar if you like it. If you don't like sugar, we can do it without sugar. It helps settle the nerves and give some energy and clarify your mind for for the next hours, and Aisha is petting her beautiful cat Nuga, who is delighted to be in this in his own cozy place too, which is Aisha's lab, and we were like all the four of us drinking some mint tea and eating some pastries and chatting together, just passing time and winding after this kind of like anxious night, I guess.
Oh, that's beautiful. You can unmark that, or you can cross out that you no longer have bubble guts at this moment. And because it's your cozy activity that you're doing in your cozy place, cooking, or I'm accepting tea as cooking. It is technically, it's brewing. And sharing your culture with your friends, you actually find a clue relevant to the mystery.
Oh.
And you, Eunice, get to describe what it is. It cannot definitively solve the mystery, though. It can't be
Okay.
like it's a written confession. Like,
All right. So we're
But it-
finding clue while doing the cozy activity, right?
yes. So maybe it could be like on your phone. It could be in the
Yeah.
newspaper. It could be just something that boom.
Excellent, because I did have an idea of something I wanted to do. I wanted to check who is this quarantine blue that Thibaut talked about, and it sounds oddly similar to quarantine woo. So I'd like to snoop around online and check if this American waitress is also a starving artist whose job, whose work have been stolen by Novu. So let's Google quarantine woo and see if she's like an artist online. Oh, but I do get to decide. So yeah, she's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
artist.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna say her style is like she does some like black pen line work, and then and watercolor, but the watercolor is sort of like it's not within the lines, if you will. It's sort of like this beautiful smear, often of like an ombre. So behind, so it's adding colorful elements, but without being like restrictive in a way. And so you've probably seen tattoos like this as well. So it's sort of her style that she's also been doing. But yes, it does also show up as you can use Novu to make new art in the style of Quarantine Blue, which is her artist name.
Damn,
Yeah, so that's another clue.
that's a massive clue.
Yeah. All right. So from here, where would the three of you like to go after you're feeling better? You've got some nice some tea that's warmed you, maybe some vittles, some small snacks. But
Well, I'd like to investigate the kitchen towel with blood. How can we do that?
oh, you'd like to investigate the kitchen towel? Okay.
Hmm.
There's actually no rule for this, but I don't see anything wrong with this. Are you trying to determine whose blood it is?
Yes.
Okay. This would actually be the perfect time to use the special move, the Gold Crown Mystery move. I feel like.
Oh, yes.
So, you all will need to make up the name of a Gold Crown mystery book,
Okay.
starring your favorite person, Amanda Delacour, and then she's in a similar situation as you are. And then, how did she overcome and resolve this situation?
Okay. I have a suggestion for a title. Bloody Hell.
Lobby what?
Bloody Hell.
Bloody hell.
So it's something bloody where Amanda Delacour investigated something bloody in a lab or something. There was a lot of somethings. I think maybe she sneaks in somewhere and does some tests because of course she knows how to.
Yes.
Yeah, I
She
remember
broke
that
into the
book.
place.
Like a lab. Okay.
Yeah. And she stole some kit.
Mhm.
Some. I forgot the name. Well, no things
the
to
the blood identifier kit.
blood and
VIK.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And then
remember that book.
she hacks into the computer and runs
Yes.
the sample through the DNA files.
Ah,
She's amazing with computers, and she's able also to pick locks.
You
She's the
remember
best.
this book, Aida?
I remember this book so well. It was one of my favorites. She breaks into this lab, identifies BIK, blood identifying kit. She uses it to get to hook it on a machine in this lab. She hacks into the machine in the lab thanks to post-it notes that has a password right next to it, and she cross-references it with the DNA of the people in the database, and she gets the DNA of a suspect. And best thing of all, she says that only in the last chapter of the whole book, turning around the whole investigation. Should do the same. Do we know any lab in town?
yeah, absolutely. Because again, with this move, you have proven with bloody hell that you've all very well remembered that you know that there is a small laboratory that has it's Sunday morning, so it's closed on Sundays. But guess what?
Oh, too
Someone
bad.
didn't lock the door. You didn't even have to pick a lock. You just strolled in, did your business with the bloody kitchen towel. And you get
if someone asks, we are old, so we got lost.
Yeah, sorry, we're old.
We needed
We're
help at
lost.
the hospital.
if someone asks. If okay, there's again it's closed, so no one's there. You're good. But yeah, I see what you're saying. And you all find out that the blood is it is from where is it? Ernest Hardy, who was one of your other suspects.
Wow.
And a mixture. Ernest Hardy and Mathieu de la Tour.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh.
He's the owner of the bed and breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we need to talk to him.
All right. Yeah, we'll say you only have like 20 more minutes ish of investigating before we'll have to move on to theorizing because time exists apparently. But you do have a lot of clues, I will say. So,
Yeah,
let's
so many
sample
clues.
Matthew.
Sounds like the next stop.
Okay.
All agree?
Yes.
Perfect.
We
great.
heard Matthew burn down a building and hurt a
Yeah.
town citizen,
Mhm.
a teen. Maybe it was Ernest. I don't know.
Mm.
Or maybe at least he knows more because he's at the bed and breakfast feels like a place where news spreads or comes together.
We are very smart.
We are very
That's
smart.
smart. Can we all fit on your scooter?
Of course, that that kind of scooter who has like a extra space, on the side.
sides are.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
giving it to you.
Yeah,
And
you
of
magically
course,
get the.
was-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, of
Sorry.
course. When I bought it, I was thinking of it needs to fit all my girlfriends, from the book club.
Mhm.
So of course,
Of course.
but we need to wear helmets. Yes, being
Very
safe is very important.
Yeah, you easily get there. You all have, I assume, your own different colored helmet with stickers on it. So it's very cute.
I want to know if Nugget is with us.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, new guys in my lab. I told you.
So he wears a tiny helmet as well.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Okay.
give him one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking care
also-
of my loved one.
George knits him a small scarf so he doesn't get cold in the scooter.
On the spot.
Okay.
Excellent.
I will
This guy
say,
is a hero.
this was so beautiful. Eunice, on your cozy place, you can now add only one item, but you can add his Anuga's motorcycle riding outfit as one
Let's
of your.
fucking
So you
go.
have a new item you can use later.
I love it so much. Thank you so much. New guy's motorcycle outfit.
Very,
I
very nice of you all. So I love gift giving. I love spontaneous gift giving. So. Okay, so you all pull up to the Petit Poisson bed and breakfast, or as it's unfortunately called, a Lee and P. Lee for bed and P for petit déjeuner.
No.
Bed and breakfast.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to make jokes in other language.
Yes, you are.
Lee and P doesn't sound great, and I was trying to come up with something better, but it was it. Lee and Dej doesn't
Great, I love
rhyme.
it.
Yeah, yeah. The bed and P. Okay.
No. No.
It says bed and breakfast. They're tourists. It's a tourist area, so they have bowed to English a little bit, but it says
Oh.
Lee and P in like old rusty or old like barely visible
Excellent.
paint.
George says to the group, "Oh, another place in English. When will it end?"
Yeah, and I guess from the title that I'm not that fluent in English. Bed NP? Alright. Okay. Okay.
What does it mean, honey?
It's not a good sign. I put my hands on Nuga's ears. It means bed and peeing, basically. It just means that. It's bad.
Oh, American,
Yeah, let's get inside.
right?
Let's get inside.
Okay. Just so everyone knows, I love my American people. But we need to talk bad about them, you know? They do terrible things.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They talk very loudly, also. So said the American. Anyway, so you go inside. It's a beautiful green, like 2-story cottage, with a couple small cottages behind it, where there's so people can have their privacy away from other people, but they have a main breakfast area as well on the first floor, or the ground floor, excuse me, of the building. And when you walk in, Ernest, or excuse me, well, it's Ernest. It's a man in his mid-30s, with jaw length, wavy black hair, and sort of permanent like wrinkles, sort of like in questioning eyebrows. I'm sorry, I didn't have any reservations for new people coming in. Can I help you?
Is Ernest a local?
Yes, Ernest is a local.
Okay. And George will be like, "Oh, Ernest, I haven't seen you since you were a baby, and I was babysitting you. It's so nice to see you."
Oh, it's so good. I mean, I've seen you at the grocery store. It's not like this town isn't that big.
No, that's true. That's true. But now we can see you in your natural habitat and at work. And what a nice place you made. Too bad it's in English, but I guess you have to go with the times.
Yeah.
We just wanted to have a quick chat. We didn't make reservations.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't need a reservation to talk to me. Sorry, I just got confused for a second because I was looking at my book, then looking at you, looking at my book, looking at you.
Business.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want anything to drink? A little coffee? Or tea?
I'd
Nobody.
love some tea, please.
Okay, all right, tea.
It depends. Who is making the tea?
It's me. I've got some bag tea, and I've got a blend from the store in town. It's called Violet and Love. So it's, an black tea with violet leaves.
Oh, I
Okay, you
love
pass the
it.
test. I'll take this one.
Okay. Sorry, Flavia. Did you say no? Yes.
Oh, I said yes. I love
Yes,
it.
okay.
I want it.
All right. This isn't like a magic-based game where you shouldn't accept gifts from the Fae or something. So I realized I set that up. So you're okay. He makes tea for everybody and is like, all right, and set you down, little cream, sugar, all that stuff.
Can we just look at behind his counter while he's preparing the tea?
Like at the logbook of who's staying there, or
Yeah.
which counter?
Just some snooping behind the counter.
Some
in
general
Brindlewood.
snooping. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are gonna have to make a meddling move though.
Is there any way for us to cooperate? Like, could I distract?
Yes, you could distract and then give them advantage. I feel like that's fine.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I mean, also you've got Nuga that came here. You've got the car. I mean, the scooter. So I feel like don't worry, you're covered.
Of course, yeah. I do have Nuga. I can like, hey Nuga, go and play with this guy. Like, distract him, and
Okay.
Nuga will go and play with him.
You're using your cat
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
distract this guy.
Of course.
Whoa, hey there. I'm looking for my actual cat to help out. No, it's only when I'm setting up and like stepping on the computer. Oh hey, well, you're a little friendly. Like your little. Is this a sweater? Is it? It fits you. What the hell? Like, it's just like the cat. The cat sits on the counter, like watching the tea and everything, and so. He pulls out his phone, Ernest pulls out his phone and takes a couple pictures. He's like, for the gram, like, why not while we're here? So Nuga's posing and
Excellent.
completely distracting
What a
this-
star.
this person. What a star! Yeah. All right. So give me a roll with 3 dice, and then whoever wants to, I guess.
I
One of you.
think Eunice, I think you should do it because.
You think
of
I should do
that.
it?
Yeah, because Nuga. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
No,
But you're using 3
I can
dice.
do it if you don't want to.
3 dice, not 2, 3. Right.
3. Or
Okay.
you can.
I'll do
you can
2
roll-
and
you can-
then 1 again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh, well, no need 2. I got a 6.
On both thing.
No, oh no, you're right, it's not the highest one. I
You can roll
let me
again.
roll for that. Okay, so I got 1, 6, 2, 5, so that's 16.
1 6 and a 5. Okay.
And 2 5s.
Well, we will just take the highest 2. So 11.
Okay, the highest 2 are 6 and 5 then.
Yeah. All right.
It's 11.
Nice. I was like 16. No.
16. This cat's amazing.
my brain explodes. No, sorry. All right. So let's see. Uh-huh. Underneath the so it's like a little lectern or like a wooden stand with like the logbook, old school. And what you see, I'm like wondering if I could grab it, is you actually find a foldable knife with a corkscrew, and there's some blood on it. Oh, I can't grab it. But you also recognize it as a local French knife called an opinel.
Have
Yeah.
we found a murder weapon?
Maybe.
Well, depends on how he died.
Is there blood on the corkscrew knife?
Yes. There's some dried blood on it.
I take I take from my pouch some plastic bags to put the knife.
Mm.
The never-ending evidence bags.
Of course, I have plenty.
Not
Dimensional
a sponsor.
evidence
No.
bag.
All right. At that point, he comes in with the tea and sees you all sort of gathering around the stand. He's like, "Oh, maybe don't like flip through that book. That's like, private property. I'm not actually 100% sure how reservations work. I mean, no, sorry, I know how reservations work. I've been running this Airbnb, B&B for 10 years. I just mean, like, I don't know. I don't think anyone's allowed to look through the reservations book. So,
You seem very nervous, Ernest.
oh, it's just because I've had 3 cups of this tea already. So, A lot of caffeine.
Tell us, Ernest, how did this night go for you yesterday, the dinner? How was it?
Ooh, what a question. I was there with my friend, Maxim Martinez. You know, he's in charge of the Goof Preservation Society, so he was there, just there to make sure everything was going okay. Nothing else. Wasn't doing anything else there. Especially not with me, because that would be
Um,
too much to ask. Um,
if
so
you're saying this stuff, that means it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are we children? What do you mean opposite day? Like,
If you need to say that you and your friend were doing nothing, maybe you were doing something.
he looks around to see if any of the guests have come in for anything. I mean, yes, we were doing, like, it was supposed to be a date between the two of us, and he's too shy to let people know, so it had to be official business. Do you know how frustrating that is? Like,
Yes, I know you don't deserve it.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Love needs to be free.
agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of an age gap, like 12 years. That's fine. He's older.
Oh, age is nothing.
Yeah, I
When
mean,
you're at my age, why does it matter? Love is love.
yeah, but so that's annoying. I guess I've told you, so please don't tell anyone, because he'll yell at me, and I don't want to make him go public before he's comfortable. But I don't know how long I'm willing to be literally in the shadows. We were in the shadowiest. Like he found the enclave that was the darkest. It was embarrassing. Every time someone came around, he would like hold up a file folder and pretend like we were going over numbers, like spreadsheet numbers. Like,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
very
s-
sad.
nah. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It is sad. Thank you. Um,
Speaking of sad things that happened yesterday, did you hear about the death?
oh yeah, of course I did. Totally clearly in my own world right here. So
No, no, I understand. But yeah, we're investigating a little bit, and we were wondering, did you know him well?
he he looks back at his reservation book, and goes, "Well, I mean, he did stay here once before, and he looks around a little bit and like runs his fingers through his hair. And I will say when Maxim found out, he got really upset. So when he stayed here last time, so I kind of am not gonna accept reservations from him anymore. So
Did he and Maxim have a conflict or something?
yeah, I think it was something from when Maxim was a kid. Some type of kerfuffle. He won't actually tell me, but they seem to have had something come out.
Does Maxim have a burnt injury, a burning injury, somewhere in his body?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on his left arm and part of his chest. He's got a very big scar.
Oh,
It's kind of the reason he's always wearing like a full jacket or long sleeve.
mhm. Jen, can you remind me? The blood found on the paper towel was both Ernest's and Amandine, right?
It was Ernest and Matthew.
And Matthew. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Ernest and Mathieu. Um, and Mathieu is how is Mathieu like? There's Maxime. There's
Maxime,
Ernest.
sorry, Maxime is the Goof Preservation Society president,
Yeah.
and then
The
Mathieu,
boyfriend.
yeah, the Ernest boyfriend,
Secret.
yes, secret boyfriend.
Okay, so Maxime. Okay, Maxime and Mathieu. All right, I got it.
Yeah, sorry, there's 2 M names. My bad.
No, no worries. I
will
I
edit
shouldn't be
this
like
for
a
the
dictionary.
release.
But okay, that makes more sense. Um, did you Persians have an issue with a wine bottle recently? Like, did you try to open a wine bottle with like an opinel and you failed and you get yourself or something?
You are definitely gonna have to make a day move for this, because this is like, you're straight up asking him something about
A very leading
weapon.
question. All right, let's go with a
I mean, you do okay. You
Day
can, and you
move?
can use your cat advantage this time.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going like pss, 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 pss. Nuga, distract him once again, and Nuga is like doing his best bird pose,
Mhm.
and just like chilling, and
Yeah.
I'm like trying to distract him with this. I'm like, yeah, did you cut yourself recently? Like,
Mhm. And
did you
sorry,
spill blood?
you will also need to now also reveal to me what's the worst thing that can happen here. Like you did just ask someone who you think could be a murderer if they murdered someone else in their own
Oh,
home where they
I
have
didn't even think about that.
where they have this is like their home turf, so they know where everything's located. So what's the worst
Okay,
thing that could
no.
happen?
In
Oh my
my head,
god,
I
that's
was
question.
in my head I was giving him an alibi. I was giving like a,
Oh, you
I
thought
was
maybe it was Maxim who's the murderer or something.
I know I think about murder. I was like, yeah, I think it's I think the blood on the towels can be explained by something very mundane. And I was just saying like, hey, did something very mundane happen?
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Yeah.
the worst thing is that
The worst thing
maybe
that could happen is that somehow he gets very defensive about it, and he's like, "That sounds like an accusation," and he kicks us,
Yeah,
out
kicks it.
because of that.
All right, well, you will make that roll right after we take this break.
Yay!
Hello and welcome back to Brindlewood Bay in France, aka the town of Petit Poisson. We have just we're interviewing Ernest Hardy, a bed and breakfast owner, and I believe that Aida was about to figure out if they wanted to still roll this day move after realizing they might be asking a murderer if they used a murder weapon that's in the same room, as they all are right now. But
You know what? We need to live dangerously. Like let's take some risks. I'm going
okay,
to roll.
and you get to
So
roll with
they move.
advantage because you did.
I did
Nuga
have
just
that.
jumped in Ernest's lap, I believe, and is acting
Yeah.
cute. He's asking
And
for cuddles.
and pinning him down too.
And pinning him down. Oh, it looks like he's asking for hugs. He's got his hands on my chest and his burned.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nuga, please retract your clothes. And he doesn't.
It's an emotional support cat.
Yeah, and a weapon at the same time. Rolling. Okay, definitely going to need the advantage here. Oh no. Yay, that's a 7.
7 total.
7 total with the advantage on 3 die. Yeah.
Okay. You can choose to back down on a day move. I will tell you what will happen and then you can choose, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So Ernest's eyes seem to darken as you ask the question if he recently got into a accident with an opinel, which I have one here. Because we're into knives here. With the wine cork. And he turns and looks at you, Aichan. Who told you? How do you know? And he calmly puts Nuga on the table where you all are drinking tea, but is now leaning over threateningly in your space. So you
I'll take
can
it.
you can
Take
choose
this
the
consequence.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll choose this consequence. I accept this.
Okay.
Accept this future.
Okay. He's leaning over and he's like, I think you all need to get out of here right now and stop asking questions before somebody gets hurt.
Right. If you say so. Ask because we found this paper towel with your blood and your lovers in a restaurant, and the kindest explanation I could find was that you tried to open a wine bottle with your knife and you somehow cut yourself because you're a kind mind at heart. But if we need to leave, we'll do it, of course.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get. He looks around. He's like, it wasn't an accident. It was an accident. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and he ushers you all out after you've only half drank your tea.
To clarify, the blood on the towel, it's Ernest and Mathieu, right?
Matthew's the victim.
dead
The
guy.
victim. Yeah.
So not
The
his
victim.
boyfriend, not his secret lover.
Yeah. But I didn't
No.
want to ruin that dope line, so I was just
No,
like,
it was a good one.
Yeah, it was a blunder and a bluff at the same time. Don't worry.
trying to see.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So you all, I'm gonna let you investigate one more thing or person. So what would we? You have it could be Maxim Martinez, the Goof Preservation Society president, and as you now know, Ernest's secret boyfriend. There's also the locations of Matthew's rented office in town, the headquarters next to the kitchen of the Cuckoo Knights, or the dining table where Matthew was eating with his wife on Monday.
Now that we found out that Maxime is probably also the person who got hurt in the fire incident, I would suggest going there. Anyone else have any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very interested in the in going back to the table where he ate, just to. Honestly, it would depend on like what's the cause of death, and because we don't know yet, that's hard. I'm ready to follow you. George. I think you have good ideas, a good head on your shoulders.
Are we also, not to derail, able to go talk to the Gendarmerie?
Yeah, we could speak to this bunch of incompetent people if we want to.
Okay, but if we know they are incapable, then maybe it's not of much use.
Yeah, I will say that you are able to. You could choose as your last location. You could go to the because this is a small town and there's not an actual morgue at the police station, but there is a funeral home, I guess. So you could go to the funeral home and go see and try to get to see the body. Or actually, I guess with your Jane Marple move, you can most likely get in there. So yes, we can say you could go look at the body and examine it more closely. Or try to. Remember last time we lost the Apple Watch of Odette. For now,
Never
we'll bring it
forget.
back. Okay.
Odette, what do you think?
I think I wanted to talk with Maxime as well, as you said, Tesh. I think that's a good idea because
All right. How about we can you all can split up, and then we'll just have to limit the conversations or limit time wise. So does that work?
Yeah, I can
wait.
George and Jane Marple her way into the funeral home if you want. You can talk to Maxime then.
Oh, that's good. And remember, if anybody asks what you're doing in this funeral home, just say you're old. You almost belong there, right?
Yeah.
Almost belong there, killer. Wow. Okay. So let's see. So Maxim, we'll start with that scene. Maxim will be at the Goof Preservation Society itself, or it's in like the town, forgetting what they're called, but a lot of French towns have it's a tourist office, and so they have a bunch of
Yeah.
pamphlets for stuff and local wines and stuff that they try to sell you for more than they actually are, cheeses and all that stuff, and suggestions of tours to take. So he is working there right now, if you will, for Odette and Aida.
Let's go there.
Yes, enter Raimunda. We're going there.
Yeah, you jump on
Cool.
the scooter. Vroom. That's what it sounds
Nuga,
like.
I'm going
wait
very
yourself.
fast. Just so you know.
Okay, I'm grabbing Nuga very.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you stick your head out of a window, right? There's no windows here.
Yeah, no one. got. Nuga's got the motorcycle outfit on, so we're good. And so you walk in, and Maxim has sort of wavy, silvery hair, sort of like brown and silver. So he's like starting to change, and very tan, and then striking blue eyes. And I think again, we just for the sake of time, you all can. We don't have to faff about. So you can roll a meddling move, and you will find some information from him. So,
Why don't you do it?
not to take away from Maxim's personal agency and power, but just for time-wise.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah.
Which stats?
Okay. For you, let's see. We'll do. We're gonna do reason or presence, whichever one works best for you. Trying to charm, but you're also investigating, examining. So
Okay, do I use my scooter advantage?
yes.
Or just
Yes,
one?
you can use it. You can use that.
Okay. So I got 11 plus 2, 13. A
Okay.
big success.
My God. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, Maxim. First of all, you do see the burn marks on Maxim. Like he's got just some around his wrist. He doesn't really like super hide them. He's not a big deal. And what the clue you found out from him though is that he knows about Almondine and Mathieu's wedding because he was invited to it as a member of the town at the time, friend of the parents, and he knows that Almondine has a very large prenup. Sorry, that's a prenuptial agreement. So she is protected. She gets a certain amount of money unless obviously something like he was murdered or she was found to have infidelity like against him. So if they just get divorced for regular reasons or if he dies by natural causes, then she will get a boatload of money.
So now she doesn't.
It depends on how it was determined that he was murdered or died.
Okay.
If it's by her hand, I mean, then she doesn't get any money. If it's by someone else, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not advantageous to her to, for him to be murdered.
Yes, exactly. All right, and also because of your incredibly good roll, while you are speaking to Maxim, Odette, you notice this green fleck in the corner of Maxim's eye. And he sort of wipes at his nose while he's talking to you, but the fleck continues to grow, and it continues to curl out of his tear duct as it grows a leaf and starts to stretch out towards you like a vine on a plant reaching for the sun.
Holy shit.
And then as you blink your eyes to hope to clear them yourself, it disappears. And it doesn't seem like Aicha or Maxim noticed. So, okay. So that was your first void clue, just so you know.
I see dead plants.
Well, Flavia's fired from the game. No. Okay. And now we flash back over to to George, who wanted to sneak into the funeral home to look at the body of Mathieu de la Tour.
I wouldn't say sneak in. Just
Sorry.
casually walk in like
Sashay
she belongs
in.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I think George will simply ask at the front desk for the location of Mathieu and have a sad appearance, like it's a close relative she's lost or something. Try to give off that vibe, and then go see if she can somehow determine cause of death.
Mhm. Okay. So you go down into the basement area where they keep people, and you see that he is laid out in the same suit and is lying on the table. The lights are on. It's very still in there, in a way that doesn't feel quite right. And as you walk up to the table, you see that he has some odd splotches, sort of like reddish skin around his neck, and the skin around his eyes are also this sort of like weeping red almost. And I will need you to roll a meddling move just to investigate the scene and see if you recognize what it is.
Which statistic modifier thing?
Reason this time.
Okay. Here we go. That's the 12.
All right, so everyone's rolling perfectly today.
I got a 6 and a 5 and a +1.
I mean, I believe you. Sorry. You recognize this as a form of hemlock poisoning. You've unfortunately seen it before with animals, and you've read about it in one of the multiple Gold Crown murder mystery books as well. But while you're also staring at him, you notice there is a small red rose pinned to his pocket, sort of like a boutonniere, boutonniere, and it seems surprisingly fresh. And as you lean forward to look at it, the petals begin to curl out, and they start to wither and blacken before they fall off onto the ground, and then reappear as if nothing ever happened. So that is your regular clue and your void clue.
Okay.
Because you rolled
the
so
rose.
well. The rose, yeah. So the hemlock poisoning was a regular
Oh,
clue.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the void clues are for something larger. Not this current mystery, but something else that's happening. So, all right. We will now move on to the theorize phase. So I'm going to remind you all that this mystery, I don't know why I'm putting in quotes, this mystery is a category 7. So you have collected. You're supposed to collect a certain number of clues before you're allowed to theorize. 4 in this case, and you all have received. You got a bunch in the end. Like I was very
50.
worried. You have like 15. But so now what you all need to do is come up with a theory. You do not need to use all of these clues, including the hemlock poisoning. You don't. That one does not have any. I'm posting it in our little chat just so you can see the complete list. You do not have to use that one if it doesn't work with the theory that you all come up with. Okay. Because and however many clues you're able to incorporate into your theory, we will then add as a bonus to your roll. Because then you'll roll, and then again, this is the one place where you can't use advantage because you technically are adding a bunch with the clues. What you can do though is you can all take on a Crown of the Void, one of the creepier crowns, after you roll, and it doesn't work out. But I would love for you all to look at these clues. We can go over them again. I will read them out to you. But then, so there's the lawsuit against the Gen AI company. There's the where the name was smudged, but you now know it's Quarantine Blue. There was a small empty glass vial found on the boat next to Matthew's body. There was a kitchen towel with blood on it found in the bar. There was the bacteria test of the cave water that was not to be consumed by humans, mentioned by Chef Pierre. Matthew burned down a building and hurt a citizen as a teen, which you also now know. You found out burn marks on Ernest. Matthew had a very gross and humiliating order for the drink that he got that night, where he asked for the ice to be melted in someone's mouth before spit into. So real perverty stuff. Quarantine Blue is a working artist. You also have divorce papers from Amandine. The generative AI search looking for work in the style of Quarantine Blue. You found out that the kitchen towel had blood on it of Matthew the victim and Ernest Hardy. You found the foldable knife with a corkscrew that had dried blood on it. And then you found the big prenup for Amandine and Matthew's wedding. And then you also found the hemlock poisoning signs on the body. So now you all can ask me anything, but it's up to you three what story you want to weave and who you would like to blame. I mean, accuse. J'accuse.
Well, I know who I don't want to
We could do
blame.
it the opposite way and remove people we think are not suspects we think didn't do it. For example, I'd like to maybe remove Amandine herself.
Yes.
Because
I
even
agree.
if she was divorcing him, and if she was close to him and here on the day of murder, I do believe that the prenup arrangements make it so it's more worthwhile waiting for the divorce to end.
Yes.
Or if you have to murder him, don't make it as much as possible look like a medical accident.
Yes.
And that doesn't sound like it. Like Sigu poisoning would be obvious to the police, being like, "Yo, that's a they didn't poison." Like there's murder is a plausibility. So I would remove her from a list of plausible suspects.
Flavia, you said you wanted to not blame someone specifically?
Yes, Amandine was the
it was
one.
Amandine also.
Yes. I was thinking about quarantine too, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't remember if the lawsuit was happening, or was it going to happen?
The
It was
lawsuit
just-
paper were filed, yeah. So that the company had received them. So
Yeah.
there was a pending lawsuit, yes.
It doesn't make sense to me to murder him before that, if you're going the legal ways to get your rights, I don't know, it sounds strange to murder him as well.
I see what you mean.
but
However, I think, in my theory, maybe she snapped when he was at the restaurant,
Yeah.
asking
mm,
people to basically humiliating people,
yeah,
including her, whom he knew is filing the lawsuit, with
yeah,
the ice cube in their mouth.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that, yeah, because the hemlock poisoning, we found a glass vial in the trash, but also the cave water could have dripped into his drink. The poisoning could have been slipped into his drink. There's, for me, a lot of ways
yeah.
pointing at quarantine right now.
I
I
think you're
agree.
right.
I agree. And to address the point that you raised, Odette, you're saying that somebody who's in lawsuit with someone should just wait for the legal process to happen. The thing is, Quarantine is a struggling artist. I don't think she has the money needed to win an expensive lawsuit against a guy who's a billionaire and a startup entrepreneur. I think in her place, if I had like one opportunity to kill him, especially if he humiliated me in a position of power like this, I think I would take it as a win-win. Like you win by default. You didn't spend money, but you don't have in a way. I agree with um, with you, George. I think a lot of leads point to Clementine Blue. What do you think?
So you think she's the stronger um, suspect?
Yes. But what were you thinking? Ernest?
I was thinking about Ernest as well, but I don't think he has such a stronger motive to do it. Um, I could see something um, like trying to vindicate his lover, you know. Um, and you know we have the kitchen towel with the blood and the knife.
Yes, yes.
Um, he said it was an accident, but we don't know. It really was an accident, you know, and what type of accident is that? You know, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's also why would he keep the murder weapon like on his desk? Like that's the worst thing to do. Be like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, murder weapon. I have it right here. You just have to snoop around and find it. I would, if I was in his place, I would just basically just frown it, either in the water or like somewhere else, like during the night, just to process it. Or at least clean it, right? Like if there's blood on it, like you have to
yeah.
clean it.
Well, he should have
Like
cleaned it anyways, but you know.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, I think he
Anyway,
tried to clean with the kitchen towel, but maybe it wasn't
Mm,
enough.
I think
I don't know.
maybe, you know,
Yeah,
I think
I don't
these
think it's
kids with their passion, at least they got into a big fight.
yeah,
So I'm sure an accident happened. Um,
I
but
think it's
yeah,
possible
I'm
to
not
have an
sure.
accident, you know.
Yeah,
Uh, I think it's
accidental
possible.
slip of the knife, you know.
Yeah,
because of death is poisoning still. I don't have to use it, but like if we need to choose, right? Like it, I think
Yeah,
it
that's
would
why I
be to be.
think it might have been a separate occasion of an argument between
Yeah.
Ernest and
I
Mathieu.
think.
I had to check if it was Maxime or Mathieu.
Yeah. I think when we were investigating the body, we didn't see any signs of struggle. I think
Right.
any
When
blood or
you
stuff
dropped your
like that.
smartwatch,
What?
Except yours. Yeah.
when you lost your smartwatch, I said, when you almost fell into the water. That
Yeah.
investigation. Okay.
Besides that,
Yeah. No sign of struggle except Odette struggles.
yes, yeah. I'm not a suspect, okay?
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
Quarantine makes sense.
It's sad though. It's sad because she's a nice
And we
person.
need to take the clues to make the roll, right?
Yes.
Right.
So,
So of course the lawsuit
okay.
The
and
glass vial also, because I think
the
the
glass
poison was
vial.
maybe in there. We could have taken it to the lab also, but we didn't.
Yeah, that file about copying um quarantine's artwork,
Yes, that one.
Mhm.
and that gross, humiliating drink order quarantine talk to us about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe the bacteria
Yeah.
test
I was
of
gonna
the
say,
cave water.
I think there's that. There's one more, but didn't want to say which one. Oh, I guess there's.
And the hemlock poisoning, I would say.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that should be it.
Okay, you get to add 7 points to your roll.
Nice, nice.
So, one of you will roll. Doesn't matter which. It doesn't add anything. But you don't. And no one's allowed to hate the person if they roll terribly.
Right.
Who wants the roll?
Shall I roll? I don't have any crowns yet, so if it goes wrong, at least I'll
Yes.
get a crown, you know?
I think if you
Well,
said to roll,
let's go.
you're gonna roll.
You're gonna roll. All right.
Roll.
So 2
Okay.
dice,
2 dice.
and then you get to add 7.
Okay. 16. For real this time.
Incredible. All right. So, are you all going to speak to quarantine yourself, or do you want to let the Gendarmerie know?
I wouldn't trust a cup, honestly.
I mean,
Well,
Come on.
let's just say Odette learned how to use her phone recorder.
mhm.
So she's going to record the conversation with quarantine. Yes.
Okay. Cool. You all, I'd say quarantine was like at a local cafe outside, sitting, smoking, having an espresso, with the tiny little biscuit that comes with it. It's like a waste. It's like half plastic at that, like it's more plastic than cookie. Anyway, and she's not looking great. She's like, her eyes, like there are just bags under her eyes, and she's shaking. When you all come up to her, and she's like, "Oh, well, if it isn't my favorite customers from the other night,
Yeah. Can we sit down?
yeah, please."
Oh, you
Let's
sound
sit.
terrible, my dear.
Yeah, I don't feel great, honestly, and I don't know if I can live with myself.
Oh, after the murder, you mean?
She puts the cigarette out, and she goes,
Tact.
"Yes, George, since the murder." She like holds your gaze.
Yeah,
It's like,
I can imagine.
you all are much smarter. Well, not smarter. Sorry, I thought you were very smart. You're much more astute than I thought for.
Yeah, you thought that because we're old, we're not going to be able to solve it?
No, it's because you're French, honestly. That's why I thought you wouldn't.
Oh,
Okay.
what kind of name
I have
is
sympathy for you
quarantine?
up until now, honestly. All right. Um, you're still young. There might be a way for you to build a life where you're going so that when you come back, you still have something. It's good that you found a practice, an art, that you can do everywhere.
I mean, of course I can, but the world doesn't even want artists anymore, does it? It just wants the thing, the with no soul, no. I mean, AI doesn't remember, its first kiss. Generative AI doesn't remember its mother's last word or missing its father's last phone call. Like, AI doesn't know about scraped knees or getting second place in a science fair. What is art without pain? What is life without pain?
Well, I won't argue the motives with you. The reasons of debate against AI, these are good arguments. But at the end of the day, you took someone's life, and not in self-defense. And this, in every time, in every culture, across time and space, this has always been a crossed line. And that's a rule as old as time, that you must acknowledge your mistakes, young lady.
Can I give you one request? Can I ask for a request?
Of course, anything you want.
Will you all go with me when I turn myself in?
If you need
course,
to,
yeah.
we'll be here.
Yeah, you
Nougat
can
too?
go on my scooter if you want.
You think the 5 of us can fit?
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Oh,
Nuga, give some
no.
pats to Aida.
Maybe we can walk. We can walk.
We can make 2 trips.
2 trips, okay. Yeah. And you all deliver Quarantine Wu, aka Quarantine Blue, to the Gendarmerie, where she accepts what she has done. And you are once again celebrated by the community for solving a mystery and Petit Poisson's first ever, hopefully last, murder.
Just so
Very
everyone
bittersweet.
knows, I'm sorry. Just so everyone knows, we are against generative AI. You know, we support artists, real artists,
Mhm.
real people. I also believe some billionaires and company heads dying are not such a big deal or such a big problem, but we had our job to do and
For
we
our
did our
game.
job, and
Mhm.
now we are
Okay.
getting medals.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
I know we are all against generative AI. I know. I was not.
of course. Yeah,
Clearly.
we did. Sorry, go on.
No. You did it.
I just wanted to say that, yeah, of course, and this character did herself justice, and she had fully the right to do so in my eyes. And also, this guy had also some justice to be wrapped up, and that's our job. And sometimes it's bittersweet, honestly. The wrong guys are in the wrong places.
Yeah. So you all, with this melancholy feeling, with this bittersweet fugue, or fug, excuse me, the cloud hanging over you, you all return to your homes and reminisce. And those of you that have marked a crown on your sheet, that's when your mind starts to wander. Flavia, actually, do you want to go first? I believe you marked a crown on your sheets, correct?
Yes, mine was a time, a scene showing how you were an perfect mother. The scene was about one of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid in particular is the father of her favorite grandson. As she said before, she has a favorite one, and um, he's her favorite because he was ostracized by his father, and she, she took care of him. And she thinks when what she remembers is when his father, of course her son,
Mhm.
was still a kid, and he did something bad at school, and she went there. um, the the principal called her, to have a serious conversation about what he did, and she did everything she could to defend him and to say he did nothing wrong. And for her, that represents a moment where she was not a good mother, you know because now she knows that we must take accountability. you
Mhm.
know when we do something wrong, we need to admit it. And now she sees her son being very stubborn, and he always thinks he's right, and it doesn't matter what other people feel or think. And she thinks she failed him.
Yeah, and you can see this in the story of Mathieu, burning down that building and hurting Ernest. Excuse me, hurting Maxim as a young person, and basically getting away with it thanks to parents with money, and then also possibly leading him to think stealing art from artists was okay.
Yeah.
um, Eunice, I believe Aicha also marked a crown.
Yes, I have to actually. I have a flashback of your fondest memory of your late partner,
Mm-hmm.
and a flashback showing how you were an imperfect mother,
Mm-hmm.
and have an idea on how to combine them to do single moments.
Sure.
So Aisha didn't have any romantic partners, and she didn't have any kids either. But she played the role um, in her TV days of a mother figure to many young cooks. And there was this TV show that was like a whole year-long show, cooking show, where she had to mentor a specific person, and every young cook had this different mentor. And so she had this young Arab woman who she was seeing basically has a future business partner, and right now has it was her mentee, and she was mentoring her. And what happened is that at some point there was some shady business in the last months of the show, and clearly her mentee was being sabotaged, like being cast off by the show, even if she didn't deserve it. Um, and the only solution that her mentee, her name is Zainab, the only solution that Zainab found to still be in the competition was to, in a way, do herself justice and sabotage, and yeah, just make one of her rivals' dish too sour, just a bit too sour than it should be, just enough for the markings to be done. But the thing is, Aisha did taste all the dishes like the day before, and she just knew. She just knew that her auntie cheated,
Mm.
and she knew why. She understood why she did it. She knew that it was that she deserved the prize, but she still couldn't accept that way of doing things. She couldn't accept going out of line,
Yeah.
and she ratted her out to the hosts, and her auntie didn't was fired, and Aisha is like contemplating this idea of like doing yourself justice in face of injustice.
Mm.
And did did we actually do good this time, putting this person behind bars? it's, it's not easy to say.
and it's definitely an ongoing question from multiple ways. And Tesh, George made it out okay, right? No crowns.
Yep, no crowns. No.
Well.
The two rules.
Next
No.
time.
George is just in her cozy place thinking about chocolate souffle she never got because she got into a fight with quarantine. And,
That's right. You all never got dessert, so you're gonna have to make make
That's
Aisha.
her crown now.
Yeah. Yeah, the dessert that never was. Well, thank you all again for joining us for our very first Brindlewood Bay and Friends Petit Poisson mystery. Appreciate you all so much for joining us. We will be back here next week with a new mystery, same set of Murder Mavens. So, again, I'd like to thank Aida for all the wonderful help for captions, layouts, making us sound and look good, and Michelle for the cast, and Euphoria for hosting us, of course. And Tesh, would you like to lead us on outros? Please let people know what you're up to, what you're up this February or March or April, as you like, and where they can find you on the internet if you would like to be found.
Alright. Well, February, March, I have no idea what I'm gonna be up to. But I'll be online anyway. So Fresh Dash on Blue Sky and on TikTok, where I make music videos sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Expect the unexpected. And yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Flavia, please.
Hi everyone. You can find me on my socials. I believe they're going to be down here, so I'm going to point down. Please show up on my streams. I stream about games and RPG. Currently, I don't have anything planned to, to say, oh, I'm going to be here or do that. But you can always come back to Euphoria and ask, please call that beautiful lady again to play again, and I'll show up.
That's exactly how it works. So
Yes.
your middle name is Beautiful Lady too. You forgot to let everyone know.
Yes, Flavia, beautiful lady. Ramalho.
And Eunice.
Well, it was a pleasure to be here. I'm Eunice Farby. You can follow me on my socials. I post my game design work, be it video games or TTRPGs. If you like, I believe that in February, if you like strange puzzles, I'm publishing strange puzzles at this moment, hopefully. So take care, everyone. See you soon, and thank you so much for being among us here.
Yeah. And I've been Jen Vaughn, the Keeper. You can find me online at the Genya on Blue Sky, Instagram, all that. This adventure is available on DriveThruRPG at this point, so it will be posted in chat with a link to it. And so if you like playing Brindlewood Bay and would like to play it in France, in Petit Poisson, pick it up, see where your Murder Mavens take you to a different suspect. And of course, if you like Euphoria, you can please follow us on Twitch, like and subscribe. There's a Discord community that's fantastic. That's how we have met all these wonderful people. Also on Blue Sky and Instagram. And there is also a Patreon where you can follow and subscribe and get some behind the scenes content, which we will be obviously updating with some cool Petit Poisson fun, including my terrible Airbnb names. So the ones that got thrown out. So thank you again, and we will see you next week for a new mystery. Bye.